Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Amazing TV 254. Today, we are breaking down exactly how tasking works for Project Planck Maths in Handshake AI. If you have a master's or a PhD in mathematics or formal logic, this project lets you earn $40 to $80 plus per hour, working a flexible schedule of roughly 5 to 20 plus hours per week. Let us dive right into what tasking actually means on this project. When you work on Project Planck Maths, your job is to act as an adversarial prompter and a strict logical auditor. Large language models are great at sounding confident, but when you push them into graduate-level mathematics, they hallucinate and fake their way through proofs. Your mission is to break that habit by testing their actual reasoning. Here is the exact step-by-step tasking process you will follow in the workspace. First, you log in and start your time tracker. Accuracy here is vital to protect your weekly payouts. You must start your timer the exact second you open a task bundle and pause it immediately if you step away. Second, you write an adversarial math prompt. You cannot just use a basic textbook question that the AI has memorized from the internet. You have to craft an original, highly complex problem. You introduce multi-layered boundary constraints, mandate intermediate lemma milestones, require a strict latex formatting, and design the prompt so the model must use a code sandbox or logic interpreter. A good prompt takes 5 to 10 minutes of careful planning to trap lazy AI logic. Third, you evaluate the model outputs. Once your prompt runs, you look at the model responses side by side. Do not just look at the final answer and assume it is correct. You must trace the math line by line from step N to step N plus 1. You hunt for unstated assumptions, non sequiturs, and subtle hallucinations hidden inside professional jargon. Fourth, you score and justify. You grade the models against a strict quality rubric based on logical consistency. And you write a precise technical explanation in the feedback box using proper mathematical terminology to back up your score. Fifth, you submit and stop your timer. You double-check your work, hit submit on the Handshake AI program portal, and stop your active time tracker right away. To successfully pass these tasks and stay on the project, you need 3 critical things. You need verified graduate-level academic credentials in a quantitative field so you can spot hidden mathematical errors. You need the ability to design clever, non-retrieval adversarial prompts. And finally, you need a strict operational hygiene, meaning honest time tracking and objective, clear, and professional written feedback that satisfies the strict quality controls of partner AI labs. Additional information: what makes a strong task? Now that we have covered the basic 5-step workflow, let us look more closely at what makes a task genuinely valuable. A strong mathematics task should not simply be difficult. It should be difficult for the right reason. There is a major difference between complexity and meaningful reasoning. You could create a problem containing dozens of equations, hundreds of symbols, and several pages of instructions. But if the solution can be found through a simple pattern that the model has seen many times before, the task may not actually test deep reasoning. A better task creates a situation where the model has to make several connected decisions. It may need to identify which theorem applies. It may need to verify the theorem's assumptions. It may need to determine whether a special case has to be handled separately. It may need to maintain consistency between multiple definitions, and it may need to explain why each conclusion follows from the previous one. That is where adversarial task design becomes important. The goal is to create a problem where a model that is merely guessing, pattern matching, or generating plausible mathematical language is likely to reveal its weaknesses. Look beyond the final answer. One of the biggest mistakes an evaluator can make is focusing only on whether the final answer appears correct. Imagine a model is asked to prove a theorem and eventually produces the expected conclusion. At first glance, everything may look perfect, but when you inspect the proof carefully, you discover that one of the intermediate steps is invalid. Perhaps the model divided by a variable without establishing that the variable was non-zero. Perhaps it assumed that a sequence converges simply because it is bounded. Perhaps it is switched from an implication to an equivalence without justification. Perhaps it used a theorem requiring continuity, but never established continuity. Perhaps it treated a statement that was true for finite sets as though it automatically applied to infinite sets. These are exactly the kinds of issues that a mathematical evaluator needs to detect. Thank you for watching us. Please subscribe